Feliz Navidad. It is Christmas time. We're having fun. We're on the Stansted Express going on a holiday to Harlow. We're going to be having a good time, we're going to be having fun, and this is actually the video where the least number of people have been, unless we get Annabelle pop up by surprise again. It's just me and
it's me.
Return of the lap, return of the lap, return of the lap. You guessed that he'd be back. So yeah, over the last 3 Nandos, I'm the only person that's been to all 3. People are not going to one, then the other, just me. But Lap's back.
I'm back indeed. What can I say? It's good to be back. It is Nando's 71. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Nando's 71. Harlow.
But if it says Nando's 70 or 72 on the title card, that's because Lap can't count. He can only
I get it wrong.
He can only count when there's someone in the room to verify. So yes, 71 is the number after 70.
I am bad at proofreading myself. So yeah. So we were just thinking how when we go to Newcastle or Liverpool or Castleford, people are like, oh me, I want to come.
But when it's just beyond the reaches of the tube in London, everybody's like, fuck that for a laugh, I'm not coming. Which is what people have done today. Fair play that some people are just getting over the Christmas, but fucking get on with it, eh? Sort it out. Come to Nando's. You've had enough turkey, it's time to have chicken. I think that's what their advertising thing says, isn't it, Jonathan? Don't eat turkey at Christmas, eat chicken at Nando's, which isn't open on Christmas Day. Nice one.
So I guess statistically this would be the least objective Nando's rating that we've ever done, because there's only 2. I mean, what if one of us says 5 and the other one of us says 0 or 1? What happens then? Who would you believe? How would you know?
Straight down the middle.
So it'd be average. But it's not average though, it's either really good or really bad.
I know, if I said 5, then you'd believe 5, and if I said 0, you'd believe 0, and just ignore Lap. That's how the rating works.
So why does everyone need to give their rating then?
No, I'm saying no, everybody gives their rating just for a bit of, sort of fun, and then mine's the deciser. That's a word.
That is an insult to everyone who has been to Nando's in the past, and everyone who has given their very thoughtful reviews.
So is this. Fuck your thoughtful reviews.
Do you still want to come to Nando's in the future? You decide. Harlow. So this is it. Well, not the car park or the bus stop or the train station, but this is Harlow. First impressions.
It's not a shitty day out today. Welcome to Harlow Sculpture Town, and here's some sculptures. Sculpture. One of the famous sculptures. Some kind of shopping square. Some big plant pots. Those look like they've been put in recently. Everything else looks like it's come straight from the 60s. It's a bit like Basildon.
Which is also in Essex.
Yeah. Alright, we found the Nando's, and I didn't want to pop you off not knowing anything about the place, so I've done a bit of research on the Wikipedia website. I found out that Harlow is a large neighbourhood within the northern section of New York City, borough of Manhattan. Since the 1920s, Harlem has been known as a major African-American residential, culture and business centre. Originally a Dutch village, formerly organised in 1658. It's named after the city of Harlem in the... Oh, I see what I've done there, shit. Sorry, I've gone for the wrong one. Harlow. Oh. Yeah, there's not much here. Actually, the picture on the Wikipedia is this. So presumably this is the most interesting thing here. So, well, we're here anyway. It's got a Nandos. It's also got a Pizza Hut and Frankie and Benny's and Pizza Express and a nice big Asda.
Now inside Nando's 71 Harlow, the water gardens, or whatever it's called. First impressions, they have 2 red chandeliers and some interesting pipe-like light fittings, which are quite nice, although of limited luminous use. Any first impressions, Chris?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. You can win a trip to the birthplace of Nando's, which is like the Bethlehem of the chicken. The holiday to South Africa is up for grabs. I don't know how to do it. Presumably there's no chance in hell of winning, but I might try that. First impressions are it's busier than I expected, even though it is a Saturday afternoon, just because it wasn't that busy around here. So that might mean good things. Everybody likes coming here, or maybe it is really the only thing in Harlow.
Another thing to note, we've been served by the host and also one of the other members of staff, and they've been very friendly, so good points on the staff front.
Yeah, points for that, and also points to all of the noughts and crosses on this art we learned. Now, I don't normally go for dessert, and I don't normally go for frozen yogurt, but it actually exists quite a lot recently whenever I do go for it. And I definitely wanted to try this one. It's a special edition Black Forest Gatto frozen yogurt, which I've had for starter. Give this a try. This probably won't exist by the time you're looking at this video, unless they decide to do more of it because it's so popular. Very icy, chocolate and black cherry, I'd say. I'd rate that 4 cows out of 5. Moo.
My food has arrived. I got the beanie pita, corn on the cob and peri-peri chips. The corn on the cob is nice. It's not burnt whatsoever. And I even got the little stick things for the corn, which I'm not going to use. Peri-peri chips, the chips are nice and fluffy. They're quite nice. I'll let you know how the beanie is afterwards.
Mine is now out. Differences are, I got chicken, halloumi, chips, and peronaise, which is in a new type of jar. Differences from laps, mine chips have come in a little ceramic bowl. Probably meaning I get less. Joke of the month. What did the cheese say when it looked in the mirror? Hello, me. Joke of the month. The half chicken that I did the Magician's Disappearing Act on just now was actually bought with my rewards on the Nando's card. I think it's the first time I've ever cashed any in, but my meal still cost me $10.45, even though the chicken was technically free. But it's good. I actually liked it. There was a lot of curry salt in the chips, and it was generally spicier than usual. And the chips were pretty nice. It's like, normally they're just meh or bad, but these are actually nice. Would eat again.
So on a bright, sunshiny day like this in Harlow Nando's, the sun is shining right into the giant window that would probably blind everyone sitting in here. But they do have blinds that they have drawn, but it still lets in quite a bit of natural light. So all of the light that you see on me and Chris and most of the other footage in this video has been from natural light, which is quite nice. In fact, I didn't even notice it until I sat down after the first impression, really. I only turned to look at it and thought, oh, there's blinds down and stuff, so it's quite nice. This is toilet time with me, lap. There are 2 urinals, one for a shorter person. There are 2 cubicles, and there's a nice sink area, a nice big mirror with soap, and this Dyson Airblade hand dryer, which is quite high actually. I don't know how I can demonstrate that, but there's not a lower one, so the person using the shorter urinal won't be able to dry their hands. Very clean. Smells okay. Overall, 4 flushes. Harlow Nandos 71 rating. I'll let Chris go first.
Yeah, well, considering I potentially ruined my meal by having my dessert before, I've had dessert after as well. It was actually one of the tastiest Nando's meals I had, and I had at least 70 other Nando's meals. The chicken was good quality, the chips, as I've mentioned before, good. Everything was a bit more spicy. It's a shame the tables are so packed together, it's so busy here, but I guess to accommodate all of the people that want to come in, there's now a queue at the door. The staff were friendly enough. Everything seemed to operate properly, and I had no problems with it, but just because of the space and the noise, I won't give it a 5, I'll give it 4 cocks.
I would agree that the food was very tasty indeed, very well made. The staff very friendly, no problems with them at all. In fact, far from that, it was very good service overall from every member of staff I came into contact with. The space is quite nice. I don't have so much of a problem with there not being enough space. I found it okay. It's fine. 4.5 tops for me. 4.5. Yeah, not quite up there with the 5, but 4.5, verging on a 5, I would say. But yes, very good indeed. Very good.
We're going to have to find a shit one next. I hope Chiswick's going to be shit, because it looks like we're just going to say 4 and 4.5 all the time for everything now. We've all turned into char.
Well, we are giving them fair rating, but you know, if it's really shit, then we'll give them 1s and 2s and stuff like that. You know, they have been quite good. Well, I've been to this one, which is quite good. The Bromley one was alright, so which was the last one I went to.
This is too icy, by the way. One problem I have, this is too icy. I think that it's been turned off and on and been defrosted and refrozen too many times. They're probably reluctant to get rid of it because it's probably the only Black Forest mix they have, and they know that they'll sell it to mugs like me regardless. At 4 cocks. So that was number 71 here in Harlow. We're on back to London for the next one. A pretty central one. What is it, Lap?
It is Chiswick.
Chiswick. And that's in the West London.
West London.
And we're going to go there. There'll probably be more people. This actually was just 2 of us, wasn't it?
It was. No one turned up last minute. No one magically appeared out of nowhere.
Even though they do say the only way is Essex, it looks like that's been proven incorrect today. So we're on our way to Chiswick now, where we'll see more people and eat more chicken. Hopefully it'll be as tasty and delightful as the chicken of Harlow.
Let's hope so.
Oh, we've got to do the Harlow shake. We do a Harlow shake with just 2 of us.
I'm not quite sure how that will work. It needs more than 2 people, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's forget about that.
Alright, I'll see you in Chiswick.
See you in Chiswick.
Bye bye.